Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. A snake is eliminated from your life. The name will hurt you. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. A dangerous force has just been removed from your life. It wore a smile, but behind that smile was betrayal that ran deep. You suspected something, but you didn't know how close the danger was. This person walked beside you, laughed with you, and pretended loyalty. But every step they took with you was part of their hidden game. Your blessings were being watched, not to celebrate, but to duplicate and destroy. They wanted your place, your favor, your future. And now, heaven has exposed them without your effort. The name will hurt because it belongs to someone you defended even when others warned you. But our angel Michael has cut their connection from your path. Top payment to get blessing 333, they had access to your secrets. They remembered every word you ever whispered in trust. But they used it to manipulate, mock, and mimic your energy. For a long time, your delays were not from your mistakes. They were from this person anchoring themselves to your progress like a parasite. They slowed your steps by draining your peace in silence. They disguised jealousy as support. They disguised manipulation as love. But now, the disguise has burned away and their true form is known in the heavens. Archangel Michael moved with divine force. A spiritual sword has struck the ties. The snake hath been eliminated, and its name is now being spoken. I pay men to get blessing 628. You might feel sadness today. It's not because you lost someone, but because the illusion has broken. The hurt doesn't come from the removal. It comes from the realization. You trusted with purity. They calculated with intent. And the gap between those two energies finally triggered divine intervention. There was a night you cried and didn't understand why. That was the night their spirit declared war on your destiny behind your back. But heaven heard and marked the hour of their downfall. Don't be shocked when you see their name fall publicly. This is just the physical evidence of what was spiritually done. They cannot access your life anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 997. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. I had meetings behind your back, discussing you, twisting truth, plotting setbacks. But their plans have failed, and their masks are falling off faster than they can hide. The name you will hear will feel like thunder in your chest. You may remember a moment when they gave you chills for no reason. That was your intuition trying to warn you early. Now the divine realm has made it clear. That person has been spiritually disconnected. They cannot stand in your light anymore without being exposed. Their fake admiration turned to hatred when your light grew brighter. They copied your ideas, mocked your beliefs, and wanted your downfall. But now, the judgment is real and it's final. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Archangel Michael says, this removal is not punishment, it's protection. This elimination had to happen before your next breakthrough. Because what's coming to you cannot survive with snakes nearby. This person blocked blessings by whispering your name in wrong places. They planted confusion, exaggerated your faults, and made others doubt you, and all while pretending to be your biggest supporter. You will remember small signs. Moments when their energy shifted, when they clapped slower, smiled shorter, or praised you with tired eyes. Everything makes sense. Their heart was never with you, their mission was to monitor and mimic, but it has now failed. Typing in to get blessing 882. The path ahead is now clean. The fog is clearing, and peace will return faster than you expect because the source of your silent battles has been removed. You don't need to confront them, heaven has already declared the verdict. All you must do is walk forward and not look back. They will try to reappear, not in apologies but in confusion. Because when light disconnects, darkness always wants to find a new way in. Do not answer their calls, do not reply to their silence. Your elevation now depends on complete separation. I pay men to get blessing 555. You may notice your sleep improves. You may suddenly feel lighter in the chest, that's not random. It's the weight of betrayal being removed. This person had no idea how protected you truly were. They saw your vulnerability as weakness. But now, they are witnessing divine justice unfold. They spoke your name in rooms they weren't supposed to. They revealed secrets you shared in love. And yet, the more they tried to tarnish you, the more heaven preserved you. They are now confused because nothing they tried worked. They are facing the silence of their own spiritual karma. Pipamento get blessing 777. You will now rise faster than ever before, because no more spiritual anchors are dragging your blessings. The river has been cleared and your abundance will now flow. The hurt will fade and what will remain is clarity, strength, and higher vision. You will recognize the signs faster next time, because this pain birthed your discernment. His betrayal awakened your divine senses, and Archangel Michael has made sure you will never fall for the same trap again. Your aura will now repel snakes. Your spirit has been anointed with discernment. You are protected, armed, and finally free. Tap Amen to get blessing 111. They're watching from a distance now. But what they see is no longer the version they could fool. You change spiritually, energetically, eternally. They underestimated what heaven would do when you were wronged. They thought silence meant weakness. They never imagined that angels were already circling you in defense. You are not the same soul they tried to deceive. The energy inside you now burns with divine clarity. The kind of clarity that makes snakes tremble and flee before being seen. Everything they said behind your back is now echoing against them. The curses they whispered are reversing. And you will rise, not with revenge, but with divine validation. Type Amen to get blessing 232. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You will start receiving support from unexpected sources. People they turned against you will start coming back. They will apologize, not always with words, but with their actions. This is the power of divine truth. It cannot stay hidden, it rises even when buried deep under lies and gossip. Your truth has risen, and now everyone will see it. The person who betrayed you will lose things they claimed were meant for them. They will watch you receive honors they prayed would never come to you, and their envy will drown in their own regret. Let them watch, let them feel the silence. Because our angel Michael says, justice has already been delivered. Type Amen to get blessing 464. Your absence will bring peace. No more attention when you walk into a room, no more guessing if the smile is real or rehearsed. They once acted like they were your protector. But behind that shield, they were building a trap. Now, the trap has collapsed and only they are caught in it. Your success will now come smoother, you'll notice opportunities aligning without resistance. That's because the one who kept speaking against you is no longer attached to your energy. You won't have to lift a finger to explain. Your glow will do the talking. And even those who doubted you will bow to the truth they once ignored. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They made deals in secret. Tried to trade your image. Use your name. Take your credit, but they never counted on heaven watching every move. Now, that same heaven has flipped the tables. Your attempts to copy your path are now cursed to confusion. They can no longer follow where you're going. They can't even stand in your energy without feeling exposed. Your lies don't hold them more. Because truth now walks beside you bold and visible, let this be your closure, not their apology, but the peace that comes when heaven removes what you didn't see clearly. Type Amen to get blessing 358. Archangel Michael says, your light cannot be stolen. It can only be imitated, and even then, poorly, because what you carry is ancient, divine, and protected. They tried to imitate your kindness. But their energy failed. They tried to mimic your smile, but it cracked under pressure. They wore your skin, but couldn't carry your soul. That's why their path fell apart, because it was never theirs to walk. And now, you are finally free to walk yours, undistracted and unstoppable. Every step from here forward will feel easier because the weight they added has been lifted. You're walking lighter, stronger, and wiser now. Type Amen to get blessing 525, there will be signs. You'll see their name in a post, in a dream, in a sudden memory. That's the final flicker of energy leaving your system. Don't engage. Don't revisit, this isn't a time to reconnect. It's a time to release. They may act confused. Pretend nothing happened, but heaven knows, and so do you. You were never wrong for loving them, you were just wrong about their intentions. Now, truth has corrected the vision. Type Amen to get blessing 838. You may feel moments of grief. Grief not for them, but for the illusion they wore. But even that grief will turn into wisdom. You'll start sensing new people drawn to you. Not because of pity, but because of purity. Your energy, now snake-free, attracts truth like a magnet. This is where your real blessings begin, unblocked, undiluted, uninterrupted. Everything that was held back is rushing forward now. Doors will open that were previously locked. Not because the key changed, but because the snake was standing in front of it. Now, the path is open. Type Amen to get blessing 600. Archangel Michael says, this was necessary. What hurt you has now healed you. And what betrayed you has now elevated you. You were never alone through it, angels recorded every moment, every lie, every manipulation, and heaven kept silent only long enough for judgment to be perfectly delivered. You are about to rise with calmness that cannot be shaken because truth has anchored your next level and no one from your past can unwrite your future. Keep your circle small. Let your discernment lead. You don't need more people, you need more peace. Tap Amen to get blessing 1014. Your aura is blowing stronger now. Even those who once overlooked you will sense the shift. They will be able to describe it, but they'll feel it. This glow isn't just beauty, it's protection. It's the divine mark that you've passed the test. You were targeted, watched, and betrayed, but you did not bend. This is why Archangel Michael fought for you. Not because you begged, but because you were worthy of a clean path, a healed heart, and a restored destiny. Evan had to wait for the exact moment. Not too soon, not too late, but at the hour when the snake had revealed just enough, top payment to get blessing 303. And now the trap has closed on them. I can't run from their intentions anymore, they've been exposed to the heavens and soon to the earth. You'll receive a message in the coming days. Something small but revealing. It may be an accidental word, a screen capture, or a silent apology. That's the final confirmation you've been waiting for, the moment when you realize you were never crazy, you were just spiritually ahead of what your eyes could see. You will smile, not out of pride, but relief. Relief that justice does arrive. And when it does, it arrives loudly in the spirit and silently in the world. Type Amen to get blessing 212. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You will be led into new spaces. Rooms where your light won't be resented. People who see your soul, not your mistakes. Your life is expanding and this snake could not go with you. They would have poisoned every opportunity with doubt, and you would have wondered why success still felt heavy. Now, those chains are broken. The delay is over and your name is being mentioned in rooms where your purpose is welcome. A more pretending. A more second-guessing. Your spirit is aligned with divine power now. I pay meant to get blessing 757. You will start to feel more creative, more inspired. That's not random. It's the return of your peace, your spirit has been unblocked. This new chapter required your full energy, and heaven knew it couldn't be shared with someone so secretly venomous. So the removal had to be swift, sharp, and silent. Let them wonder what happened. Let them talk to their own shadows. You owe no explanations to those who wore masks beside you. Archangel Michael says, this silence is your celebration. Because sometimes, the loudest victories are the ones only heaven witnesses, and you have just won a battle that tried to take your voice. Type Amen to get blessing 404. Watch your dreams now, they will become clearer, richer, deeper. You will receive spiritual instructions directly. Pay attention to sudden urges to write, walk, or speak. They are guided. Your steps are no longer your own. They're ordered. You may start seeing the same numbers. You may feel like time is speeding up. Has alignment in motion. You'll no longer have to ask for permission to be powerful. Your presence alone will speak for you, and those meant to rise with you will recognize your frequency. Peppermint to get blessing 565. This person never thought you'd find out, but you did have to. They expose themselves with every move. Their energy leaked truth before their words ever could. They will try to paint you as the one who changed. Let them. You did change, but only enter the version of you that heaven intended. You're no longer available for manipulation, no longer hosting false friends, and your spirit has reclaimed its own boundaries. Expect the light to become clearer. Expect miracles to respond faster. You are no longer entangled with delay. Type Amen to get blessing 1110. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. A door will open that was once slammed shut in your face. That's the divine reversal. Because when snakes are removed, divine justice walks in confidently, the path ahead is protected. Your peace has been sealed, and your legacy is now free to grow without silent sabotage. You will remember this chapter as your awakening. Not because I'm the pain, but because of the power. Because what was meant to crush you, build you, the snake is gone. The name will fade. But your destiny is only beginning to roar. Type Amen to get blessing 4141 that you've reached a turning point where your silence is more powerful than confrontation. You no longer need to explain yourself because your elevation will speak louder than their slander. Every move they made to keep you small has now become the very reason you're rising. You will begin to glow in ways you never did before. People will ask what changed, but they won't understand the spiritual surgery that happened. They'll notice that your energy feels different. Untouchable, royal, calm, even your enemies will begin to step back without knowing why. Their spirit will sense the angelic shield that now surrounds you. Because once Archangel Michael clears your path, nothing impure can remain. Hence why certain people will suddenly avoid you, grow cold, or disappear. It's not rejection, it's divine rejection of their energy from your new realm. You've entered a dimension they no longer have access to. How do I meant to get blessing July 1927? Don't be surprised if old memories return. Not to haunt you, but to remind you of how far you've come. They are echoes from a version of you that no longer exists. That snake, once removed, exposed a pattern. And now you'll start to recognize others who carried the same venom. You'll cut ties faster, love smarter, and walk stronger. Your boundaries will become firm, not harsh. Your words fewer, but more powerful. And your time will be guarded like sacred gold. The snake thought they were stopping you. But all they did was push you closer to your divine truth. They were never the storm, they were the trigger for your spiritual awakening. Type payment to get blessing $9.99. Now that the removal has occurred, the blessings will chase you. The delays that once frustrated you will suddenly vanish. It will feel like everything is happening at once, and it's supposed to. Archangel Michael didn't just remove the snake, he also unlocked the doors it guarded. Doors to peace, power, prosperity, and prophetic clarity, doors that were always meant to be yours. You'll notice your voice has more weight. When you speak, people will pause. Not out of fear, but because your words will carry divine backing. Your footsteps will make room, your name will carry favor, and your presence will release truth in every space it enters. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. You'll no longer question why it happened. You'll understand it had to happen for your elevation to be protected. Without that betrayal, you wouldn't have seen what needed to go. You were loyal to someone who only stayed to study your light, but they didn't realize the light they envied was guarded by the heavens. Now they are facing their own shadows, and you are walking in clarity. You all need revenge. Your growth is the proof that God favored you. And your peace is the answer to every lie they ever told. This is your harvest season, and no snake will ever walk through your garden again. It is guarded, blessed, and watered by divine justice. Tap Amen to get blessing. August 1980. Even now, they're thinking about what went wrong. They can't figure out how their plan collapsed so quickly. Because they didn't know your protection wasn't physical, it was spiritual. They underestimated the quiet angels that surrounded you. They didn't see Archangel Michael standing guard in moments you nearly gave up. But now they know, and that knowledge burns heavier than your silence. You will hear of their confusion. They'll try to shift blame, twist timelines, and rewrite the past, but the truth cannot be rewritten because it is sealed in divine evidence. You are no longer who they manipulated. You have stepped into your identity, and no one can access the new version of you through old tricks. Type Amen to get blessing. 1919. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The ones who truly love you will start to feel a stronger pull toward you. Because now, they don't have to fight through the fog created by the snake. Your spiritual clarity will start attracting hearts that match your healing. Expect new connections that feel light, pure, and purposeful. You won't have to shrink, dim, or explain. You'll be seen, not studied. Loved, not leveraged. The snake fed off your doubt. But now that you've seen what was hidden, even your doubt has turned to fire. You no longer second-guess your spirit, you will move with certainty now. Your instincts are sharper, your energy is cleaner, and your boundaries are divine. You're becoming untouchable in all the ways that matter. Tap Amen to get blessing. 3838. Watch how the blessings begin to unfold. They won't just come in opportunities, but in rest, peace, and fulfillment. You'll sleep deeper. You'll breathe softer. You'll smile for no reason. That's because spiritual warfare has ended. You didn't lose the battle, you outgrew it. And now, you are seated in the grace you earned through endurance. Archangel Michael is not just watching from afar. He's walking beside you into this new phase, and no old enemy can follow. You'll see their silence as confirmation, you'll feel their distance as protection. Because God doesn't just remove, He restores. Type Amen to get blessing. July 1971. Soon, you'll be asked how you did it, how you stayed calm, kept growing, and never clapped back. You'll just smile because the answer was never human, it was holy. They'll study your peace the same way they studied your pain, but they won't be able to imitate it. Because this kind of glow only comes after divine deliverance. You may still feel echoes of the betrayal. That's normal, it was real. But those echoes will soften until all that's left is wisdom. Let this message sit deep in your heart. The snake have been eliminated, and your destiny is no longer delayed. Tap Amen to get blessing. March 1930. if you wish to express your support further.